The standard of finishing is really bad. They're professional footballers and they can't hit the target from 6 yards out. You sure? Come on, seriously, look at yourself. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is a Sunday roundup show of the game yesterday where it finished at the Den. Millwall 1, Derby County 1. Listen, I've calmed down a little bit now. I'm going to try and look at it in a little bit more of a better light. First of all, I want to credit Derby. And I'll tell you why. I want to credit Streck as well. They come yesterday, rock bottom of the league, with no fear. Nothing to lose. They come, and they wanted to win a game. They wanted to win a game of football. They started with 4 strikers on the pitch. So all credit to them. But listen, let me jump into the first half. I could see it from a mile off. Gaffer, just take a higher seat. Go and sit in the stands. You can see it from a mile off. It was too deep. It's too deep. With it being too deep, we're allowing players like Tom Lawrence, players like, I don't know, who else have they got? I don't know, like, let me use Tom Lawrence, right? We're allowing Tom Lawrence space on the ball to ping the ball around midfield. And that would have stopped, Gaffer. That would have stopped like that. If you push them up. Go and sit higher. Because then you'll hopefully understand where we're all coming from. Hopefully. It's too deep. With it being too deep, like I said, you're allowing good players. They're good players. Time on the ball in midfield to pop it around. If we got higher, that would have stopped earlier. And we would have put pressure on them with Saville, right? Which will probably maybe allow Billy Mitchell to burst through with balls over the top. Because they weren't getting balls over the top. They got 55-year-old centre-backs. They weren't getting balls over the top. You can see it. You can really see it, Gaffer. Like I said, just sit higher. Go and sit higher for a game or a half. And just see where we're all coming from. Because I promise you, if you have a brain, you'll get it within 3 seconds. But listen, second half, a little bit better. Not massively better, just a little bit better. I just thought, if we had a little bit more ambition and a little bit more ruthless, we would have completely won that game. With ease, without breaking a sweat. No disrespect to Derby, but if we showed a little bit more ruthless in front of goal, because I'll get to that shockingness in a minute, and a little bit more ambition to go forward and win a game of football, we would have literally won that game 3-4-1 easily, without breaking a sweat. But now let me get into the finishing. Where do we start? Positive. There's a positive here. We are creating opportunities. We're creating them. We never used to. At the start of the season, we couldn't create a painting. But we are starting very slowly to create opportunities. But we can't finish. We could have been there 4 months and we couldn't even score a goal. We could have been there 4 months, is a bit long actually. We could have been there 2 weeks and we couldn't have scored a goal. The standard of finishing for professional footballers, some of them are on 15, 20, 25 grand a week and they can't even score from 6 yards out. Get a life. Seriously, wake up. It's really bad. You ain't even hitting the target. You ain't even giving the keeper opportunities to make a save. Because believe it or not, if you get the ball and shoot and the keeper pads it out, you have an opportunity of scoring. Because you get it on target, you're making the keeper make a save. But we didn't make. How many saves did the keeper make? Tell me. How many saved it to keeper, mate. Listen, it's not good enough. But listen, what I want to see at Middlesbrough is just take risks. Take risks. Take the shackles off this side, please, 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 please. Take the shackles off this side. Have some shots. Get Billy Mitchell. This is the message to you. Stuff everyone else. Get the ball, run, and shoot. Just shoot. Because if you shoot, the keeper can parry it, and it can go in the back of the net. Just shoot. Just shoot. You don't need to get Fred in. Just shoot. It don't matter if it goes wide. Just show us you're having a little bit of a go. Yeah, but Saville as well. How much money is he on? He's pony. He ain't the same player, and I'm pretty sure he will get back to that. But he can't. He's got to score that. You've got to score that. It's criminal. You've got to score that. But I don't know. Just please, every day in training, finish. Do not do anything. Do not do anything more. Hit the target. Practice how to score goals, because you don't know how to score goals. You can create opportunities, but you can't put the ball in the younger man. And it will cost us. You watch. We got Bournemouth in a couple of weeks, right? At the Den. We'll probably start well because it's a top team, so we always start well against top teams. We'll have a little bit of a go. Like I said, and they get one chance and score. Because they are clinical, and we're not clinical. And we need to start being clinical. Benicophobe, you got to score. You were a yard out with that shot, mate. Any part of your body and it flies in the back of the net. You couldn't save it. It's impossible to save. You've got to score that. Joel Saville, you've got to score that. It's no excuses. But listen, it's a point. It's a bit disappointing that we aren't sitting sixth as we speak. But listen, it's a point, and we go to managerless Middlesbrough at the Riverside after the international break. Boys, I want to see a rapid improvement. Just take some shots. For God's sake. Do you even shoot? Are you scared to shoot? What's going on? We never shoot. You got these technical players in midfield. Billy Mitchell's a good player. Jem Wallace is a good player. Joel Saville's meant to be a good player. They're meant to be attacking midfielders, and you're not attacking. Work that. But yeah, anyway, we go to Middlesbrough after the international break. We're still in good shape. We're still sitting good in the table. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Do some finishing lessons. Buy a finishing coach. Come on, United.